Welcome to ChiroSecure's Empowering Women in Chiropractic, the Facebook Live show for successful women by successful women, proving once again women make it happen. Join us each week as we bring you the best in business growth, practice management, social media marketing, networking, leadership, and lots more. If it's about women in practice and business, you'll hear it here. Now join today's host, Dr. Julie McLaughlin, as she talks learning, living, and teaching. And now, here's Dr. Julie.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to ChiroSecure's Empowering Women. I am Dr. Julie McLaughlin, and I have an unbelievable show for you today. You are going to be so excited because I am so excited about this show. I have to tell you, I was looking for something in my practice to really help me relate better to my pediatric patients. And I came across these really cool books I want you to see with these really cute lovables on here. And we all know that in chiropractic, there's 3 causes of subluxation: mental stress, emotional stress, and just stressors in general. And kids are more stressed out today than ever. And they're really scared when they come into our offices. And so I wanted to kind of create like a little bridge, a little bonding, a little gift, something to help them be empowered. And I found these books and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. These are exactly what are in chiropractic. These are follow our beliefs, our philosophies, and it really empowers these kids. And then I realized, you know who authored these books? Our producer of this show, Sharon Penchina. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have her on. She is just the most wonderful woman. I was so excited because I love the books. And then once I found out that she was the author, I'm like, oh, everybody has to know this. So I would like to welcome Sharon. I am so excited that you're here today with me. And I am so excited that you're going to share with us about your books.
Thank you for having me, Julie. It's a pleasure to be here on the other end of things. So thank you. I'm glad you came across my books and that you really appreciate the concepts that I was looking to deliver to kids, to self-empower them and to encourage self-love. Thank you.
Oh, they are just, they're beautiful. I mean, the artwork is beautiful. The words, I mean, I read them, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, they're very, very powerful and they have an unbelievable message.
Yeah, I mean, my goal was, again, to encourage self-love and to deliver some empowerment tools that I had used in my lifetime and also in my practice as a former hypnotherapist in helping my patients make major transformations in their lives. So it seemed like they're, you know, putting together these core building blocks to help children, to teach them concepts like affirmations, to encourage a positive internal dialogue, breathing as a coping mechanism, and to oxygenate the body, exercise, stretching, good posture, to care for the body, care and love their bodies, to remind them about and teach them about compassion, acceptance of diversity, and most of all, to really go deep inside themselves to discover their own peace and self-love.
Oh, it is just wonderful. And really this embodies the chiropractic lifestyle. And we all say we have chiro kids, and we do. And your books just have really caught that. And you've been able to translated into something that's so relatable, and they're tools that are so usable and friendly that kids can really grasp onto. That's the thing that I just was so impressed with when I was looking through your series.
Yeah, and when we created these books, I was even cognizant about the size of the book so that it would easily fit into a child's hands, and using, just very colorful, beautiful illustrations, and integrating these concepts into a whimsical rhyme format for the most part, with the exception of one of my books that is the story of Loveable, the enlightening bug that delivers these powerful messages to the children.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they are just awesome. I really am impressed. If you out there haven't seen these, I encourage you to take a look at them because you're going to love them. The pictures are just beautiful. And, so Loveable. I love that the symbols are little hearts because that's my symbol with Vital Health Protocols. And I always say I want everybody to give little hearts and love for ChiroSecure. So let's do some little love hearts on Facebook for the Lovables.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell me a little bit more about how you came to come up with the content, because that seems like the hard part to me is how did you come up with what you were going to put into this?
Well, there were two things in particular that led me down this path, so to speak. One of them, as I mentioned, was as a practicing hypnotherapist. I really had firsthand experience for many years seeing patients literally transform their lives by integrating a lot of these concepts into the sessions that I had with them. And, learning about how the mind and the brain function, and the fact that, working as a hypnotherapist, focusing on harnessing the subconscious mind, which is really just like a computer. So, data in, data out, or garbage in, garbage out. And, it's so important to understand that, if we have about 50,000 thoughts a day, and many of them are repetitive, and many of them are counterproductive to our goals, what story are we really telling ourselves, and what are we programming into that portion of our mind or brain? So that was one of the, it was a natural progression, really, to want to deliver these tools, these really powerful tools, to children before they, had some of the pitfalls that we do when, we're adults and we have to now try to reverse or modify or change some of the behavior patterns, habits, and beliefs that we have that are counterproductive to what we want to create for ourselves. And the other impetus in really wanting to get this message out and reach children and help them was the fact that my grandson, when he entered school, was bullied, and it was, very painful to see him go through that process. So I felt if I had one opportunity to, really sort of get the word out on all of this, that was one of the propelling forces forward.
Yeah, the bullying is such a problem nowadays, is such a problem. And, I think as a parent, we don't know what are the right things to do. And we need these tools. And sometimes, when the kids can relate, you are speaking their language in these books and the pictures, and you can feel the love coming out of it. And it really gives them like level tools of things that they can do to be empowered, to not be bullied, to know that they're worthy and that they're loved. And, it gives them those affirmations. That internal dialogue is so important. And we know as adults, there's so many adults out here that are broken because we didn't get this as children. And so I feel like as a chiropractor, and providing preventative health. This is totally preventative, so they're not going to end up with this later on in life. We're correcting some of the causes of the subluxations that we're correcting physically in them, and we're giving them that positive input, that positive enlightenment, and also empowering them that they can go forward with that. And when you think about what great messengers that they will be in their generation because of receiving this kind of love and empowerment, and actually having care as a child in an alternative profession is chiropractic. These kids are getting the best start ever. So I think these books really, really are so important in aiding in that.
Thank you. I think it especially with the chiropractic community, I think the awareness of having a holistic approach is really important to them. So they get it. And I think this is just another powerful addition to, what we can offer, or what the chiropractors can offer in their practice.
No, I think so. I love this picture. When I started talking, you sent this to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to show this to everybody. Tell me the story behind this.
Yeah. Well, I introduced these books several years back, and I did attend many a chiropractic conference because I've been in the chiropractic industry for about 20 years now, even though I'm not a chiropractor, but I've been in the industry, and I sold my books and audio products and my plush toy to the chiropractors at many conventions. And one of the chiropractors who has a pediatric practice, a booming pediatric practice, really took it to heart, and she really made it her mission to get all of this information out to kids. And her CA, who obviously is extremely creative and handy, asked if she could use the likeness of Loveable and the affirmations and actually build a chiropractic, a table to treat children. And this is what she came up with. I was unbelievably amazed at it.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. When I saw this, I was like, holy cow. I mean, yeah, they did a really unbelievable job, and that doc's got an amazing CA, and I'm sure those patients, are just as impressed as we are, but it was your inspiration, and it just shows how much that means, that positivity. It's contagious. It's really, really contagious.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's incredible. I might have to be getting one of these for my office. So now you were telling me that you're going to be having the show coming up. Tell me about this.
So we're going to be launching a Facebook Live show, the Loveable Me Show, and it's actually going to be geared for parents, guardians, caregivers, and for anyone who's involved in pediatric care, etc. So we encourage everyone to watch it on our Facebook page, I'm a Loveable Me Facebook page. And it will be filled with really it's geared, it's for the children, it's about the children, but it's really geared for, the caregiver or anyone who's treating patients that are in the pediatric realm. So we want to give a lot of self-empowerment tips. We'll be going over a lot of the information that I integrate in my book and some of the science behind it, but in a very short, concise format, because everyone's so busy. So this way you'll get a great tip that you can apply and utilize with your children. And that will air every Friday at 1:00 Eastern Central Time. And it starts September 14th.
That is awesome. Now, would I be able to, and would the docs watching be able to live stream it to our own business Facebook page?
Yes, absolutely. If anyone is interested in doing that, we have lots of people who expressed interest, a lot of practitioners and parents and guardians. We can actually show you how to cross-post it to your Facebook page, so it will air live, and you can have that for your patients, for your family, for anyone that you think might benefit from it. And we just encourage you to put a comment in the comments section on our Facebook page, and we'll connect with you and show you how to easily do that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I sign me up. I'm putting a comment in the message box below. So if you want this broadcast on your business page, Sharon just offered this to us, which is incredible. And it will just cross-post right on there. And I mean, what a great way to show our commitment to the pediatric community. What a great way to show our commitment through what we do to the parents. And it will just really help engage our patients better. And Sharon, you've done a lot of work, and to just offer that to us is very generous of you. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for having me on here and truthfully supporting me and being so excited about what I'm doing. I'm very passionate about it, and it's nice to see when other people feel that passion.
Yeah, well, thank you for supporting all of us through the profession, through ChiroSecure, through everything you do. So you are wonderful. And now next week, we have our next edition of Empowering Women. You don't want to miss it. It's next Thursday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Dr. Nicole Lindsay will be speaking to you. So be sure to tune in then.
Join us each week as we bring you the best in business growth, practice management, social media marketing, networking, leadership, and lots more. If it's about women in practice and business, you'll hear it here. We hope you enjoyed this week's Facebook Live event. Please like us on Facebook, comment, and share. We look forward to seeing all of you next week for another episode of Empowering Women in Chiropractic. Now, go ahead and hit the share button and tell your friends and colleagues about the show. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. This has been a ChiroSecure production.